Hi everyone, so we're going to carry on looking at our split sounds today, our over the rainbow sounds. Last week we looked at this one here, the A sound, and we spent a full week looking at the A sound to get you used to going over the rainbow and back when you see those words. So here were some of the words that we looked at last week that you can see. So here we have got lake. Lake, remember that we go over the rainbow and back. So see if you can have a go at this one. Another word from last week. We've got brilliant. We've got cake. So last week we spent a full week looking at that sound to really get you used to how you sound those words out when you are reading. Now, because you are now getting very used to that and it's the same thing that we do, this week we're going to look at two sounds rather than just the one. We're going to look at E, going over E, and we're going to look at I. Yeah, we're going to look at both of these this week because the more you get used to going over the rainbow and back, the quicker you should pick them up. So we're going to start the week by looking at the E sound. E, like that. Now you might remember this one quite well because it spells and as we know already spells E. So when you look at that, you should remember that that one is E, but we do go back to that middle sound. So if we look at some of the words we've got here, we've got t and h makes th with your tongue, as you know. Th, e, z, these. And here we've got a longer word at the bottom. We've got k, o, m, p, e, t, k, eat, compete, which is a really long word. Now, if you were doing a event or a race or something like that or a competition, you would be competing. If you're taking part in the race, you are competing in the race. That's what it means. Compete. Now, the back end of the week when we look at the I sound, it's very much the same where we're going over the rainbow and back. But instead of A and E, because it's an I, it makes I. Okay, a little bit like I when we point at ourselves. So words here, this is a word that you will see loads in your reading books. I, like. And then another word down here. See if you can have a go at this one. Remembering that this sound is I. Yeah, have a go yourself at that one. Well done. If you said file, then you're absolutely right. We're going to carry on today just looking at this E sound. Okay, we're going to look at this one today and tomorrow, and then the third and fourth day we will look at I. So let's move on to our E. There it is at the top with my rainbow there. So just like last week, we go over the rainbow and back. And that rule is the same for all of the split sounds. So here I have got some words for us to practice reading today. And we're going to write some of these into our book. Okay, your teacher can pause these so you can have as many goes as you would like at sounding them out. Now, the first word that we've got here can be a name, Eve. That's why I've put it with a capital E, okay? But you might also hear the word Eve when we talk about things like Christmas Eve. Eve is a shorter word for evening, but like we said, it can sometimes be a name. So I've put it here as if it was a name with a capital E. It doesn't matter if it's a capital and the fact that it's at the beginning, we still go over the rainbow and back. Eve. Eve. Okay, you have a go at that one? Brilliant. Eve. Eve. Okay, here we've got another word. Now, some of these E words are a little bit tricky because they aren't as common, which means we don't see them as much as we see the other split sounds. So I'm going to read them all for you first. This word is eat. Delete. You might have heard that before. If you're on a laptop or a computer, you might delete something by accident, which means you get rid of it. So we'll try that one again. Eat. Delete. Okay, you have a go now. delete. Well done. This was our word from earlier. Again, it's quite a tricky word because it's quite long. K, o, m, p, eat, compete. Yeah, we'll do that one again because it's quite tricky. We'll do it together. K, p, eat, compete. Yeah, you almost might want to, with that word, split it down the middle, chunk it up down the middle, or just there. So if you can sound out this bit first, k, o, m, p, comp, and then add your eat on the end, compete, that might make it a little bit easier for you. Okay, then we've got the other word down here that we looked at just before. You should be able to have a go at this one yourself after I've shown you. We know t and her makes the. Then we've got our over the rainbow e and back to s. So ease, these. Don't forget to use your tongue for this th sound. Okay, you have a go at that.
Has anybody got the
These. Well done. Fantastic. So now we'll move on to this one. We've got a sound here, a s and a w, that we can blend together. Rather than saying s, w, we can say sw. Okay? So we'll start by saying sw, then it's over the rainbow for e, and then d. Sw, e, d. Swede. Now, if you don't know what a swede is, it's a type of vegetable. It's quite a big vegetable. You might have seen some if you've ever been growing some, or normally in autumn, they're what we call a root vegetable. So that's swede, Swede. You have a go at that one? Lovely. Swede, Swede. And last but not least, we've got our th sound again with our tongue. Then e, m. Theme. Theme. Now, a theme is like if you go to a party and the theme is dragons, you might all go wearing dragon clothes and there might be dragon toys to play with. If you go into the classroom and the topic or the theme is farms, there would be farms up to play with and you'd be learning about farms. If it was Red Nose Day, the theme might be to wear red and wear a red nose. So the theme is something that everybody is following. Yeah, that's a theme. So have a go again at that one. Theme. Theme. Now you have a go. Brilliant. So here are your words for today. What I would like you to do in your book is have a go at writing the E sound. Okay, so just like before, I'll do it up here for a change today. In your phonics book, you will have your line. Your teacher should have done one already for you to see to copy to practice. But remember, we always start on the line, don't we? So we loop the loop for E. Yeah, you will do it much neater than me because I'm on my laptop. Your line there, because that shows that we have another sound that goes there. That's the sound we go back to. And then your other E there. Yeah, then a finger space and you'll do another one. Do me one line of the handwriting and then I would like you to write 2 or 3 of these words. Yep, and that is your job for today. Tomorrow we were going to move on to sentence writing. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow. Off you go to start your task. Hi guys, so it's our second lesson today looking at our special over the rainbow E sound. Just like always, we go over the rainbow and back like we do with any split sound. These were the words that you looked at yesterday and you also had a go at doing a little bit of handwriting practice yesterday as well. So I will just get rid of that. And today what we're going to do is we're going to start off by reading these same words again. As I mentioned yesterday, there aren't loads of over the rainbow E words, so we're just going to have a go at reading some of the same ones again today. I have left your sound buttons on there so that they are there for you to read, and I'm going to let you have a go at these yourself today. Okay, always remembering that we go over the rainbow for E and then back to that sound before. So I'm going to say, could you have a go at reading me this one down here? Could you have a go at reading me this one? Remembering that our first sound here is a t and a h, and we need to use our tongue to pronounce it. Th. Okay, off you go. Have a go at this one here. Yeah, if you said ease, these, then you were absolutely right. Can you now have a go at doing this one up here, the top middle one? Yeah? Remembering your rule, E, and then back to that sound there. Off you go. Fantastic. D-E-L-E-T. Delete. Well done. D-E-L-E-T. Fantastic. Okay, try and do me this short one here now. Yep. We said this can be a name, or we said that this can also be added on to a day to show the evening, such as Christmas Eve. We know that that's the evening before Christmas. Okay, have a go at this one. Super. If you did Eve, then you are absolutely right. Who can have a go at this one for me now down here? Yeah, remembering that we sound out these and blend them together to make sw. Off you go. Fantastic. Swede. Sw-e-d. Swede. Okay, and we'll do this one now. Another th word where we need our tongue at the start. Have a go. Brilliant. If you said theme, then you were absolutely right. Theme. Theme. Brilliant. Okay. Last one, this one here. Compete. Fantastic. Okay, so your job today is to use some of these words to create your own sentence. Okay, so I've given you some examples here because these can be quite tricky to think of. So one example here where we have got the E sound, I have used the word compete. I compete at sports day. Another one I've used is these. These are my best boots. So it might be your best going out boots. And then last but not least, I've also used the word Swede. A Swede grows in the garden. So you can choose which words you would like to use. Now, these are trickier words today, so if you decide that it's best to come up with a sentence with your teacher, then that is absolutely fine, because these are trickier words. Have a go at doing that today, writing a sentence or two in your book, and I will see you tomorrow where we're going to move on to the over the rainbow I sound. So off you go to get on with your work, and I will see you again tomorrow. Hi guys, so this is our third lesson this week. We have done 2 days looking at the I sound, the E sound, and today we're going to be looking and starting the I sound. We are just spending 2 days on each of these now because I think you should be getting really, really good at remembering to go over the rainbow and back. So you should pick these ones up a lot quicker. Now the I sound over the rainbow, just like before, over the rainbow and back. But we know it's I because we start it with a I. Now, a little thing that might help you with this is knowing that a capital I makes I. So a capital I that looks like this, we know that is I, like when we write a sentence that says, I can see, for example. So try and remember that when you see the little I with a letter and then an at the end, it must make I. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to sound out some of these words. I'm going to do some, I'm going to let you do some, and then we're going to be writing some handwriting in our books, and then we're going to be writing some of these down as well. Again, because you are getting so used to doing this all the time, I think you should get really, really good and you should be coming a lot quicker. So let's start with the first word. I'm. Time. Nice and simple. You have a go at that one? Perfect. Okay, now your next one. Pipe. Yeah, that could be a pipe with some water in, couldn't it? That's running from a tap. Okay, this one. Kite. Again, a nice simple one. Now this one, again, we've got two sounds that rather than sounding them out separately, we can blend them together. So the s and a l we know makes sl. It's one of your phase 4 sounds. If you blend that sound together, sl, it will make the word much easier to recognise for you. So here we've got slide, slide. Brilliant. Down here we have got another one. We've got our s and a h sound, which we know makes sh. Yeah, then we've got our over the rainbow I, and back to n. You have a go at this one. I think you could do this by yourself. Well done. If you said shine, then you were absolutely right. Like a bit like sunshine. You could always add the word sun onto the beginning of that to make sunshine. Yeah. We've got another here where we can blend the first two together. S and a m makes sm. So you have a go at sounding out this one by yourself. Brilliant. If you said sm, I'll smile, that's great. Okay, a word here that you will see lots and lots in your reading books. Nice simple one. Have a go at that yourself. Brilliant. Like. And last but not least, this one's really similar. We're just changing the sound at the beginning. You should definitely be able to all do that one by yourself. Fantastic. Bike. Bike. Super. So what I want you to go away and do now, I'll just pop my line there. Let's imagine this line is the line in your phonics book. You are going to go and you are going to do me one line of your handwriting practice. So remember, we always start from the line. So for our I, we're going flick up, flick down, flick up, and a dot. The line in the middle, oh, you can't see mine very well, but your line in the middle, which is that one, because we don't know what letter will be going there. And then your E, which again you start from the line. There should be one of these in your book already from your teacher for you to look at if you're not sure. I want you to do me one line of those, and then I would like you to write me as many of these words as you can in your book. Like I said last week, they are quite tricky to spell, some of these, so I do not mind if you would like to copy some. But if you do copy them, go back and try and read them all for a bit of extra practice. Tomorrow we're going to be putting some words into a sentence. So go off and start your work now, and I will see you for tomorrow's lesson. Hi guys, this is your fourth lesson today where you're going to be doing a sentence. So we've looked at the over the rainbow E sound for the first two lessons at the start of the week, and yesterday we started the I sound, remembering that always we go over the rainbow and back. Okay, I'll just move that little dot. There we go, to make sure it's definitely there. Over the rainbow and back. Now, yesterday you did really well with these I sounds. You're getting really good at remembering to go over and back all the time, which is making these much, much easier to read. So remembering again today that all of our rainbow sounds make I. So in our words today, I've got some different ones to try that we did not do yesterday. I am just going to do the first one with you, and then I'm going to let you do all the others by yourself. So, two of the words that we have got this morning both start with a capital M. Yeah, Mike and Miles. And you should know that they start with a capital M because they are both names. And whenever we have a name, we always start the name with a capital. Capital for the start of the sentence and capital letter for a name as well. So as you know, this would be M, I, K. mic. Okay. I'm now going to sound button the rest of these for you to have a go at reading by yourself. So here's your next one. Here are your sound buttons. Remember I, then back to this one. Have a go at that one. Fantastic. Now have a go at this. Remember, a w and a h together just make w. Brilliant. While, w, I'll, while. So you might say, oh, I had to wait a while for my dinner, or I had to wait a while in the queue. While. Here's another one where you can blend the first two sounds together. Rather than saying t and r, say tr, a bit like in train. Okay, but we know that this word's not train. Have a go at sounding that one out. Well done. Ike. Trike, which you know you used to have in Miss Ford's class, didn't you? Trikes. Okay, we've got another one here. Again, it's a name. I think you all know this name quite well. Now with this one, you're going over the rainbow and back. And then you're adding your s on the end. Have a go. Yeah, so you're right. S, miles. Now, if we got rid of the s, it would just say mile. But we're thinking about the name. That's why I've got the capital. And the name is s. We've just added the s on the end. Here's another one for you to have a go at. I think you should all know this word very well as well. Have a go. Yeah, brilliant. I've 5. Yeah, and now we've got another one here. Have a go at that. Lovely. I've, alive. Fantastic. So today what you are going to do is you are going to use some words to create a sentence in your book. Now you will have from yesterday some of these words written in your book. So you can use these words to make a sentence. That is absolutely fine. Or if your teacher wants to leave these on the board, you could use some of these as well if you want to. Here are some of my examples that you might want to use to get you started. So we've got a question here. Look, there's our question mark. What is the time? And there's my I sound there. What is the time? It's a question, so we've got a question mark. I'd ride my bike. That's a good one because it's got 2 I's in, hasn't it? I ride my bike. Brilliant. Down here we've got the sunshine makes me smile. Very good. Another 2 I sounds. And then we've got a little one here that says I am 5. I am 5. So I think actually there's loads of sentences that you could think of today. You've got lots and lots of different words to go at today. So use the ones in your book, use the ones on the board, write me as many sentences as you can, thinking of the I sound. And then next week we will be moving on to something else. Okay? Have a lovely weekend. And we will move on to our different sounds next week. I hope your sentences are really good. I'll be coming to check on them. Bye.